in a while, man. Just once in a while, man. We need to revisit some of the songs. These songs. Jive. Getty and Friends. Can you them? Who bets me on?
You can't spell.
I heard Omayeda Beans by Air Peace, guys. Air Peace. Omayeda Peace. Oh, she said something like that. But, you know, because I had
Omayeda
No, but Omayeda Peace, like peace of mind. I think that's what she said there.
No, that's not what she said.
Listen.
So when you hear this part, then fine.
Yeah, I thought
you know,
I had
she was
beans.
doing, I think the ad libs.
Yeah.
Really?
So I
think
beans.
it's the food you ate.
Exactly.
So you
and I'm
just
looking forward
assuming.
to Gobe Festival. So everything about me right now.
That's not what she did.
Oh.
Fine. Okay, so God gives us
fine?
No, wait.
Okay.
She's talking about the whole, gives us food to eat, blah blah blah. But at that point, when she was doing her ad lib, beans.
So we shouldn't beansify this song.
Don't beansify the thing. We beg you. Even though Gobe Festival is on the 4th of March.
Yeah, but we shouldn't force Gobe on her
at this point in time. Thank you very much.
She's fancy.
She's fancy.
She would love her Gobe in a particular way. My dear beans.
If she originally had sang that, it wouldn't have come on air. Like, oh man, I'm not allowing poor money coming through.
Oh man, but so many years ago, actually, when this song was like the it thing, like that era of music, I think I imagined myself playing this song on repeat before. Yeah, I imagined myself playing the song because then even having cassette was a luxury. So, so I just like, you're listening to the song on radio, and then the DJ is in a hurry to play the next song, but you really want to hear the song longer. Maybe you joined in late, so yeah, that kind of feeling, that vibe.
But today you did that. So there was a song you played. I was expecting a particular point, and then you jumped on. Even though the next one was also
all the time.
a hit,
we do it all the time. I hate my job for that. Yes.
So sometimes you can just feel people upset with you, even though while you're in studio. So you need to apologize. You know what, guys? I'll bring the song back.
Because sometimes you get to a song that's like, oh my God, I'm waiting for that chorus.
Then they change
that hook. And then we change it. That's a part of the job I don't like. That be the part I wait for.
Sometimes there's a part that will let
all
you
of us,
say
we should
something
change.
and then it's just
we
gone.
should change. Especially if you don't like the song, then don't play it.
Don't play it
Don't
at
even
all.
Don't give me one quarter. Don't do it. Anyway, so let's get into the trends.
Yes,
Akorfa.
let's do that. Now, we're starting off with this interesting one. So, for a while now, Elon Musk, the now CEO of Twitter, he had been hinting of, a new CEO for the Blue app
even
and all
had
of
a
that.
poll app.
A poll app and everything. Now, on his social media, that is on Twitter, he has shared a photo and he has captioned it, "The new CEO of Twitter is amazing." And in that chair is a dog in an outfit.
All right, we have that on.
We have that on there. 3FM 92.7's Facebook. And right after that is he's great with numbers. And the next photo has him in glasses. And people are asking questions. Now in my mind, I'm like, is that an AI or like, what's going on? Like,
a lot of things can change. Well, a lot of things are likely to change this whole AI thing, but
not have a dog as a CEO though.
But this is someone who is also very much vested in this whole crypto. NF, whatever thing. So I wouldn't be shocked that we'll be somewhere and having a whole machine head things
running things.
Yes. I no go shock. In today's world, nothing they shock me.
And the thing too is, how smart he's been to make it news, because almost everyone all over the world is going to talk about this because CEO of Twitter posed this.
Yeah.
Imagine. Yeah. But anyways, people have shared opinions on that one. So check the photo out on our Facebook. Now we're getting to the story where the Ghana Education Service has released school placement for graduates of the 2022 Basic Education Certificate Examination BCE into senior high schools and technical vocational education and training, that's TVET, schools across the country. Now the Ghana Education Service says candidates can now log onto the computerized school selection and placement system to check their schools. According to the service, out of the 547,329 candidates who sat for the examination, 538,399 qualified for school placement. 372,780 candidates have automatically been placed into various schools. However, 165,601 candidates will have to do self-placement because they could not be matched to their school of choice. Addressing the media, though, the Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Dr. Eric Nkansa, says first-year students are expected to report to school on February 20 for the admission processes to begin. He further urged the public not to fall prey to deceitful persons that may approach them to pay money for placement for senior high schools. Now, there was a whole conversation. I think there was an investigation, an expose, yes, and so I think it was in the right place for him to hint on this one, so that if anyone out there is asking you for a certain amount, that the person is doing you kululu, you need to shine your eye. Now, away from that, according to scientists, an on-demand non-hormonal male contraceptive pill may be a real possibility. So researchers have found a cell pathway or switch that stops sperm from being able to swim. Now, the test in mice suggests that sperm swim switch keeps sperm stunned.
Hello. Why are you repeating it, shouting?
It is there. Sperm
what is happening?
For at least, let me finish. For at least a few hours, long enough to stop them from reaching the egg. Now, the thing about it is that it's at the experimental stages, right?
Okay.
But what they're looking for it to do is that at the end of the day, you're hoping that when you can take it, like say, take a pill an hour before sex and keep an eye on the clock for when a week wears off. So they're also suggesting that the advantages is that it will not tamper with your testosterone. That thing you need to take your time before you say it, and all of that. Now, people are reacting to this.
If you guys want to control this, if you want that whole male contraceptive pill thing, extending that to the man, though, how then go burn some people at the see for Twitter?
That is, we are trying to prevent them burning some people that we are seeing on Twitter, because we need to balance the equation.
Massive.
I don't
if
get
this thing becomes a thing,
okay,
then how then go burn some people at the see for Twitter?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Or you guys are going to tell me off air because I don't think I understand.
You
what
will
you're
get
saying.
it later.
No, but on social media, though, when the story came out, we find people having concerns. Some women are saying that how many, there was someone who asked the question that how many women are willing to leave, to trust a man. See, when you ask them, oh, are you on the pill? And then they go like, yeah, I'm like, will you be able to trust a pill? Because people think that even condoms, you need to beg the guys to put on the condom. So they're like, how sure are you that the guy will be on the on the pill if you're trying to have this whole reproductive health thingy happening for you, or your family planning going on well? You don't need to trust a man with the contract because they will not take it, and you also don't want to have more babies. And so it's happening on social media. And
nothing is shocking for today's world again.
Listen, when I saw the story, I was like, okay. And then we got the pills in the hands of a male. You just have to see, you people, even when you are sick, they have to take medicine. I don't take now pills, contraceptive pills.
You'll be shocked that people rather go for those
because they don't want to do the vasectomy.
Child support things.
Well, it will save the planet, though. I think it will save the planet. You supposed to stop laughing at me, but anyways, moving on to some more stories. So, Qatar has donated 10,000 mobile homes to help the victims of the earthquake in Turkey and Syria. Now, the cabins and caravans had previously provided accommodation for some of the 1.4 million visitors to the 2022 World Cup. Now, the Qatar Development Fund said some 350 mobile homes have already been sent to the affected areas in southeast Turkey and northern Syria, where more than 37,000 people have been killed. Emergency housing and shelters have reached capacity in the affected regions. You can see the video rolling
live on our Facebook.
Live on our Facebook. Yes. Now they're also saying that the UAE, has pledged $100 million for relief efforts on the ground, and Saudi Arabia has already sent 8 planes with supplies to the regions affected. And so, countries are lending a helping hand because of the situation at hand. And so, I think it's a way to call on other governments, if they can afford or if they can, help. Yeah, they can, grant some aid to these to Syria and to Turkey as well. And this is a very sad story.
Yep.
A Belgian goalkeeper by name Arnie Espiel has died aged 25 after collapsing during a football game, just moments after saving a penalty for an amateur team. His team were 2-1 up when, they were awarded a penalty in the second half. Belgian media reported that Espiel saved the spot kick but dropped to the ground immediately afterwards. Emergency services attempted to revive Espiel with a defibrillator, but he was pronounced dead shortly after being taken to the hospital. And people are reacting to this. People are saying 25 is too young an age to go. And some people, interestingly, are saying that it is not as shocking as we are reacting to, because they believe that sometimes accidents do happen, but they haven't come out with the cause of death yet. And so we'll probably be keeping our eye on the ground for that. Right. And this one, I don't know how you're going to react. That's because a Kenyan senator was ejected from parliament after attending a session while wearing a white suit stained red in an apparent menstrual activism campaign.
So she deliberately went to the house.
Yes, with her stained
the law house.
Because of the campaign that she was, the whole campaign that she was championing. Now, the senator actually, the speaker, asked her to go out and, change her clothes so she can come back in there because she's not appropriately dressed, or she's not in the right attire. And then she actually had concerns that at the end of the day, they're making it seem like what has happened to her is a taboo, but that's not what it is. And that's the main reason she's championing what she's championing. She's asking that their government make pads available for young girls so they can go to school.
And now, in our country, voices like, why would condom be free?
And then you have sanitary. Exactly, because having sex is a choice. I was going to get to that. Having sex is a choice, but having to be on your period is a natural thing. You don't have control over that. Now, in our country,
why this is becoming a difficult conversation to have.
It did shock me. Listen, so I found out that there's a 20% luxury tax imposed on menstrual products, and as if that's not enough, we've got also VAT of 12.5%. So it's like, I'm using myself as an example. So I went to one of the shops and to buy a particular brand. It was 45 Ghana cedis. And in my head, I'm like, okay. So
I know chop yet.
Listen.
You know it.
And in my head, I'm like, 45 Ghana cedis. So if I'm to calculate...
Guys, maybe you should think about it this way, that you are getting a new boxer shorts or underwear after every 3 weeks.
After every 3 weeks.
Yeah, maybe you should think about it that way.
Then you can understand where the conversation is coming from.
Oh, maybe boxer shorts is not the right example to use, but in this case, you don't get to use it again.
Yes.
Let me put it that way.
Yes. And listen, I saw a story as well when I was, prepping for this one. I actually saw a story where I think back in 2022, the NPP government did say that they were going to exempt, the taxes and all of that. So people are asking questions. These are some of the promises you made, but we're in 2023. We still haven't heard anything much about it. So what is the way forward? What is the plan? So these conversations are happening on there. And then also to the international front, or to the entertainment front, I mean, Louis Vuitton is one of the world's leading international fashion houses, and they have named Grammy-winning producer, rapper, singer, and songwriter Pharrell Williams as its new menswear creative director. You might recall that that position was held by the late Virgil Abloh, who died in 2021. So Pharrell's first collection for the label will be shown at the Men's Fashion Week in Paris in June. A lot of people are also looking forward to that one. And finally, before I go, veteran high life singer Rex Omar believes that the narrative Ghanaians don't support their own should not be encouraged, since there are bad nuts in every group who undermine the positive agenda of a larger group. Speaking in an interview recently, he mentioned that even though he agrees that Ghanaian artists cannot have all-round support, the support of Ghanaians for creative talents has never been in doubt. And so he also added his voice to the fact that with the kind of platform we have now, we're calling the world, or we're calling the space, a global village now. And so whatever platform you get, make sure you're making use of it, so that you're putting your craft and your personality out there for your fans to fall in love with you and your work more. So don't rely on just hearsays or just anybody saying whatever. You need to push your work out there more, whether you like it or not. And that's it for trends.
Before we check out of that, let me just commend Obo by Akorfa and his team at Ghana Post Company Limited. They went on a whole Valentine drive where they had Kumawood skit makers, or the actors, do deliveries to all these high profile people in their name, and I find it very innovative, highly commendable. And I'm thinking we should do more of this.
Yes.
And hopefully we pay them very well too.
They have been sending texts. If you owe them. In the beginning it wasn't like that, so I don't pay for our box, but they sent me the message. I told my grandmother that she has to pay for them.
Obo and his team, you're doing a very good job.
They're doing a very good job.
Well, for those who want to know, a recent one is shown. London is the world's slowest city to drive in. Slowest. London. And also, we've got a lot more coming up for you on the show today.
All right.
This is a Free FM Drive. Our Facebook family, shouts going out to you, Oladi Pupo, Oluwasean Bukola on Facebook. We saw your message. Well done as well. Thank you. DJ faculty standing by. Let's jump into some music right here. But before that, Awake Experience is here. Take a listen.